What's up, everybody? Welcome to the AM, guys. Welcome to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. So today, everybody, I want to talk about you treat others like you treat yourself. And I think this is a very important idea. And also, I think it's even a principle for life. It's a principle to really help you identify where your struggles are, and then also how to move forward in life and actually have better relationships with people. So this is what I mean by this. You only treat others the way you treat yourself. And the way that you navigate life is you have your perspective. So your perspective is where you're currently standing on the mountain, what you can see, what's in your vision. You have your context, which is the history of your life, how you grew up, all the experiences you had. And then you have core beliefs, okay? Now, these three things really dictate how you navigate life. And here's the key thing. You always treat others from those three core areas of your life and from that framework for how you view life, how you filter life, how you interact with life. And so if you treat others like you treat yourself, you will find that the things that piss you off or frustrate you in other people actually are your biggest problems, okay? So let me say it like this. Oftentimes we're trying to fix ourselves through other people, or we're trying to fix ourselves through work. And we are constantly trying to better ourselves, or really, and this is something completely unconscious, like we're not normally thinking this, but we're trying to overcome our own problems by helping somebody overcome the exact same problem I have. So, for example, if you get frustrated when somebody is hypocritical, well, you probably actually struggle with hypocrisy yourself, right? If you have a hard time trusting people, it's normally because you're not trustworthy. Or if you think everybody's going to lie to you, it's because you might be very dishonest in certain areas of your life or not. And I'm saying this because if you can see where you get frustrated with other people and things that frustrate you with other people, you will actually be able to see yourself in the areas that you need to change in your life, the areas that you need to improve. If you're constantly telling people what to do and you seem to be a better coach than you are actually a doer, then that is a sign of where you need to begin the work in your life to really change. And so, for instance, oh man, you're constantly complaining about persons, or you're too hard on people or yourself in these areas. And that's how you treat everybody. So if you don't believe you're good enough, you never believe anybody else is ever going to be good enough. If you're constantly struggling with pride or arrogance, well, guess what? When you come across a prideful person, I don't like them because they're prideful, okay? And I'm saying this because who you are at your core is what flows out of you. So everything that's in the heart flows from the heart and out of you and out of your mouth. And so if you have problems or issues or areas in your life that you need to improve, that you need to change, they're going to come out of your heart and they're going to exit into relationships via words, via body actions, communication, all these things. And I think it's so important to truly see yourself rightly so you can have a fair assessment of who you are. You can have a fair assessment of your struggles, your weaknesses, your problems. You can also have a fair assessment of your strengths. You can also have a fair assessment of your successes. And it is very important to see yourself rightly. And if you look at other people and what they do and it frustrates you, well, that's most likely a problem that you have in your life, or an area that you have in your life. For instance, if you think that people are manipulative or controlling, well, it's probably very likely that you're manipulative or controlling. I did this exercise once with my team, and we wrote down our struggles and we wrote down our strengths on a piece of cardboard, okay? And when we wrote down our struggles and our strengths, I said, now hold this piece of cardboard up in front of you and look at somebody else. And when they did, all their struggles and all their weaknesses were what was right in front of their faces, not the person. And we call it cardboard boxing, where you're deflecting your problems or you deflect your strengths onto other people to really avoid what you need to work on in your life. And so oftentimes the reason why we're so critical of others is because we're really hyper self-critical. and then we're deflecting our problems onto others, trying to fix ourselves through other people versus doing the things that we know we need to do. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.